It was the summer of 2015. I was 15, stuck in my family's house in this sleepy Midwestern suburb. You know how those summers are: long, hot, and brutally boring. With both my parents at work all day, it was just me and my 8-year-old brother in our one-story house. And that house had a basement, one of those unfinished, creepy kinds. And there was the one rule, drilled into our heads like a commandment: never, under any circumstances, open the basement door at night. It wasn't a suggestion, it was law. That door was thick, heavy, and always locked with both a deadbolt and a padlock. When we were little, we figured it was to keep us from hurting ourselves on the pipes and wiring down there. But as we got older, we started wondering, if it was so safe, why were we allowed down there during the day to get Christmas decorations or old boxes of junk? The curiosity started eating away at me. Then, one night, we heard the first noise. And this wasn't your typical old house settling sound. It was 3 distinct, clear knocks coming from behind the basement door. My heart just dropped. I lay frozen in my bed, listening. Silence. I convinced myself I'd imagined it. Maybe a raccoon, or something got trapped. But the next night, it happened again. And this time, it wasn't a knock. It was a scraping sound. A slow, deliberate metal-on-wood scrape, like someone was dragging long fingernails down the inside of the door. I couldn't take it anymore. I secretly took my dad's old phone, the one with a camera, and clumsily propped it up on a bookshelf in the living room, pointing right down the hallway to the basement door. I didn't tell anyone, not even my brother. I just needed to know. That night, the scraping started earlier, and with it came a new sound, a low, guttural whispering that tore through the silence. I couldn't make out the words, but it sounded like pleading, or maybe a threat. The next morning, my heart was pounding as I took the phone down. I fast-forwarded through the dark, grainy footage, lit only by the faint moonlight from a window. And then I saw it. The basement door, from the inside, shuddered violently. It wasn't a gentle push. It was a hard, forceful jerk that made the metal deadbolt rattle and the padlock slam against its latch. The shadow of a hand, or something like a hand, flickered across the gap under the door. And then the video ended. I almost threw up. We had it all wrong. That door wasn't to keep us from going down. It was to keep whatever was down there from coming up. And it was trying to break out. I immediately ran and told my parents everything. And you want to know their reaction? They weren't surprised. They just looked at each other with this expression I'd never seen before, a mix of pure dread and resignation. We moved out 2 weeks later. They never explained, and I never asked again. Sometimes, I still wonder if the new owners of that house have a similar family rule, or if they were just too late to make one.